So let's just get started. Now, the next thing is moving to table. And we are going to talk a little bit about table. Before we move into pivot table, we'll talk about shape tonight. Then after shape, we might start in shape today. After shape, then we'll do shape. We'll do after shape. We'll also talk about how you can design your Power BI templates. Sorry, I said Power BI. Excel template for your dashboard. How you can do that. We are going to talk about that, and we are going to take an assignment for us to build our own template. So, I just go online, take any template, and just play around with it. And we are not working with charts today, Sha. Okay, we'll continue with that next week. So, but for now, I'll just take it for today. So now, let's get started. Now, I said okay, I've not said it. A table shows relationship between your data. Now, as human being, if you are looking at this particular data, you think, okay, all these data are related, right? They are all they are related information, right? But in Excel, Excel does not see it as does not think they are related. That's why if I want to calculate my total selling price now, I have to just do one and copy it down because I have not defined the relationship. So I can just say equals to my units price multiplied by my quantity, then press enter. Now you see we just do one for me. Now it's expecting me to give it a command to copy it down. So I can just do like this and it's going to copy it down and do the rest for me. So Excel does not see any relationship between these data. So it sees it as different data sets, individual data sets. So what Excel says is this is one cell, this is another cell. They are all different from each other. Now they are not related. Whatever you do to this cell might not directly affect any other cell. You understand? So it's not actually great. Now, for us to tell like that, okay, all these tables are related, we need to put it in a table. Now, if I'm too fast, please let me know so that if I'm too fast, please let me know so that I can slow down a little bit. But I think there's nothing big. There's nothing really in this table. So that's that. It's just shows relationship between your data. And to do that, to put your data set in a table, all you just have to do is put your cursor within, just select any cell within data. You can just select any cell within data. Then after that, you come to where you have insert. Then you can click on this table. But for some of you that has been in my class before, you know I don't like moving all around this. I prefer using the keyboard shortcut. Now, the keyboard shortcut for table is Control T. We use Control T for table. So we use Control T for table. So all I just have to do is press Control T. If I press Control T, it's going to select it from the beginning to the end of the data set. You can see it says we start from A1, and I believe Mr. Eke has taught us the absolute cell reference, the relative, and mixed cell reference. So right here, we already know what is happening here. So it has locked it down for us that okay, it's from A1 to L503, and you can see the dollar sign in front, the dollar sign here, the dollar sign here, and the dollar sign here. And I believe we all know what it means. That is absolute cell reference, that it has locked everything down for us. So all I just have to do is select this and tell you that my table has an header. So once I make sure that this box is checked, so it receives the first row as the header. All I just have to do is click on OK, and I have a table. I have a table. I have a table. So now we have a contextual tab. Now, a contextual tab are tabs that comes out whenever you want to perform for you to be able to edit a specific ribbon. Now, it's not all ribbons that have a contextual tab, but ribbons like table, pivot chart, pivot table, chart, slicer, timeline, shades, and pictures, icons, all those ones, they have a contextual tab. So whenever you choose an icon, right, or you choose a shape or an image, you'll see a contextual tab that comes out. So if I click outside this table, I won't have that contextual tab that shows table design. But now, if I click on this, I should have a table design tab for me to specifically design this table that I'm working with now. That's that about that. So let's continue. Now, the very first thing that we see on this our tab is table name. So you can give your table a name for you to differentiate between the tables. So I'll just give this table a name. So if you are giving a table a name, if you want to name a table, your table will not contain space. Your table name will not contain space. So you can either write all the names together, or you put something like an underscore or forward slash or anything, just to that can serve as your delimiter. And I believe we all know the meaning of delimiter. Do we all know the meaning of delimiter? Do we know the meaning of delimiter? Yes or no? Do we all know the meaning of delimiter? Please, let's talk. You can drop, yes, I know the meaning, or I don't know. Okay, we have one person that says, I don't know. Man. Okay. Now, for us that don't know, we have something called text to column. We normally use text to column to split, right? And the delimiter is what you use to separate a text. You don't have to unmute. You can type whatever you want to type here. So if I need you to unmute, you can raise your hand, then I will allow you to unmute. So a delimiter is what you use to separate your text. Now, if I type in, like right here, I have the name, right? I have full name, and this full name contains first name and last name. And the thing that separates this, the first name from the last name, is a space. Is a space, right? So this is a space that separates it. So we call that delimiter. So delimiter is what you use to separate two texts. So your delimiter can be slash, it can be hyphen, it can be underscore, whatever you like, you can use it as a delimiter. And if you check this full name up here, let me zoom it in so that you can see. This full name that you see here, you can see that we have a delimiter, and our delimiter right here is underscore, right? It's underscore. The same thing with this customer ID. Let me remove the filter. So it's also underscore that you have right here. The delimiter is underscore. So that is what they call delimiter. It's what you use to separate two texts, right? So, but for this name, you'll see that delimiter is just space. So if you are splitting, you use a delimiter. We use space as the delimiter for splitting. So that is what they call delimiter. Now, for your table, if you are giving your table a name, you must not put a space. You can't use space as your delimiter. You can't use space as delimiter. You can use any other thing except space. So you can't use space for your delimiter. Now, for me to do that, if I want to give my table a name, I can just say, okay, this is sales. The table name will be sales. I can either write sales report together, or space sales underscore report. Now, if I put space, right, sales report, it's not going to work. It's going to give me mess. It's going to give me error. The syntax name is incorrect, right? So it starts with a letter or underscore. don't include space or character that isn't allowed. Doesn't conflict or something, right? So we use a space. We don't use a space rather. So you can just use underscore or every or any other thing. You can use underscore. You can use forward slash or backward slash. Or you together. You can write the two together. You can write it together. So just call it sales. Sales. For me, I normally write it together. Sales report. Right. Then I press enter. Then I have it right there. Sales report. Same thing. Now we've been able to give our table a name. So now the name of this table now is sales report. The name of this table is sales report. And apart from that, you can resize the table. So you can resize the table. If I click on resize, it will take me back to where I started from before. That is the range. So it's going to resize it for me, but I'm not resizing the table. We can summarize the pivot. Mr. Eke will take you in that. Then you get to pivot table. Pivot table is one of the best tools you need to know. It's very easy to remove duplicates. So if I click on remove duplicates, it's going to make now it's going to check. It's going to check all the columns. Now it's going to make sure that all these columns doesn't have any duplicate. So it's going to check by row. Check column A, row 1, that's from row 2, check. Now check if there's any duplicated value right there. So, and if I click on OK, it's going to tell me that there's no duplicate found. So which means all our rows are different. So there's not any duplicated value right here. So that is remove duplicate. Now, in a situation whereby you have a table and you want to convert it back to normal range, you want to convert it back to normal cell, you want to remove it from a table, you don't want to put it in a table, you want to remove it from a table, all you just have to do is click on convert to range. You click on convert to range. So if I click on convert to range now, this will convert my my table to normal range. It's going to remove the data from the table. If I just click on yes now, you see it has converted back to range, and you notice that I did not have a table design, which is the contextual tab, I do not have it. So it has returned it back to normal. All I can just do is select it and remove the background color. I just remove the background color. I will also remove the border line. Come here, remove the border, and I'll say no border. And my header is in white, so I'll change it back to black. Now you can say back to normal. Back to normal. I've been able to remove the table. So that's that about that. Now I'll just put it back into table, and I'll just click on OK to put it back into table using Ctrl T to put it back into table. Now I have my table right here. Then I have another thing called slicer. So the slicer is a virtual filter. It's a virtual filter. So we have slicer. So slicer is a virtual filter. So a slicer is a virtual filter. Okay, this one. Yeah. Sorry for that break. Back again. A slicer is a virtual filter. We use slicer very well when we get to pivot table. Very sure Mr. Ike is going to take you in slicer, and we are going to understand it very well. So we use slicer also. Now you can export directly. If you want to export your table, you can export it to SharePoint and the likes. You can export it out, and you can refresh your table if you have any data that you add to your table or anything. You can just refresh it, and it's going to refresh the table and put it back into normal. If you add any new data to it, then If you come to table style and option, are we all still together? Are you following? Are you following? Are you getting what I'm explaining? Are we getting it? Are we getting it? Yes, no, no, yes. Think network is serving a whole lot of people. Okay, Lorita, I think we have unfinished business, Abby. We have unfinished business. Okay, please let's finish business tonight. Okay, Mr. Peter, please unmute.
Yeah, we can proceed, sir. We are following.
Okay. Maureen said no. Maureen, I think you joined in late. That's right. So I don't know the aspects you are having issue, but if you go through the table is kind of very straightforward and simple. So there's nothing really hard in the table. So if you go through the replay, you will get it. It's not something that's really hard. Now let's proceed. We have something called the header row. This place that you see up here is the header row. We have the header row. And for our header row, you can decide to turn it off. I can turn off. You don't understand to this level. Wow. 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 I'm just explaining everything that we have here. Just explaining it too. So we've not done anything. That is just putting it in the table and that's that. So right here you can on your header row. Right, this is your header row. If you see it's gone. But if I turn it on again, it's going to put it in another row for me. I have my header row back. You can turn it on and off. I'm going to delete this first row. Then I have it back up here. If I click back on it and come to table design, I have my header row. Now I have another thing called the total row. The total row is going to show down. If I press Ctrl down arrow to go to the down. Now, if you notice, I can have my total, and while table is very, very important and very useful because of this total row. So I don't need to put it in a slicer or something. I don't need to put it in a pivot. So if I just turn on my total row, you see I have 504 right here. Right here, and you can see that I have total. Now for each total, there is a filter for each total. Now what this filter will do for you is it help you automatically do some aggregation. Now if I click on this filter, you can see I can get average, I can get the count, I can get the count number, I can get the maximum, I can get the minimum, I can get the sum, I can get the standard deviation, and I can get the variance. And you also have more functions that you can get. If you click on more function, it's going to show you other functions that you can get. It's going to show you the other function that you can get. So all I just have to do is click on this, and let's say I want to see the count. I want to see the count of everything right there. Then it will show me 501, right? I want to get the count of everything that I also have here. I want to get the count of everything that I also have there. So this is also going to show me 501. Same thing with this. Now, for each row, for each column, you have a filter at the end of everything. You have a filter. They are not understanding. It's your network. You are not stable now. You are not stable. Mr. Austin, how I got the table, all you just have to do is for you to put your data set in the table, just select any cell within your data and you can come to insert and choose table, right? Or you can just press Ctrl T. Ctrl T, and you choose that your table has an header, you can just click on OK. And here you are in the table. So it's going to put it in the table for you. So that is how to get to the table. I'm just explaining every other thing that we have here. Now that's for the total rows. You can turn on the total rows. which is right here. You can turn on the total rows, which is right here. And let's move forward. I think the network is really bad. You can see automatically it get the total of the unit price, which is what I don't want. Say that we've already gotten the total of this, but I can clear it and make it empty. Then I can come down here and say I want the sum of the total. You want to get the minimum, you want to get the maximum, you want to get the count numbers, you want to get the standard deviation or the variance. You can just choose. So the moment you turn on your total row, you will definitely see a drop down whereby you can choose all the information, all the aggregation that you want. So that is that about the total rows. That is that about total rows. Another thing is the banded rows. So your banded rows are the colors that you have here. You can start to turn off your banded rows, and you can see it's going to remove the colors right here for you. It's going to remove the colors. Then if you turn it on again, you have the colors. If you turn it off, it's going to remove the color. But majorly sometimes you might want to show your banded rows. So you can just leave it on like this. Now your first column, so this first column will make the first column to be bold. So if I choose the first column, you can see our first column will be bold. It's going to bolden it for us. It's going to bolden it for us. That is for the first column. I can set turn it off again. It's going to remove the boldness. If I turn it on, I will have it bolden. That is the first column. The same thing is last column. So this is going to also bolden the last column for us, which is the unit price. So if I turn it on, it's going to bolden it for us. And as you can see, it's already bold. And I can turn it off again. So I don't know why it's jumping all around like this. That's staying in one place. You can turn it on and off. It's going to bolden it for you. And the next one is the banded column. So it also adds colors to your columns. If I turn on my banded column, and you can see I have the color, I have the colors, I have colors for each column. So I can turn it off. I don't really use banded column, but I have my banded row turn on every time. So you don't have to do all the setting. I'm just showing you what it does. And the last thing that you have here is the filter. This filter that you have up here. This filter that you have, if you don't want it, you can just turn it off right here. So that will remove your filter. If you turn it on again, it's going to bring back the filter. Turn it off, it's going to remove your filter. So on, off, on, off, on, off. So I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on, but what I'll do is to turn off my total rows. I don't need the total rows. I'll say, yes, I don't want it. So I'll turn it off. And right here, this is where we have our table styling. It's just for you to choose different color. I think I love going with these colors. And it's just for you to choose different colors that you like. Oh, wow, I think this color is cool. I can go for it. If you don't want that, you can choose any color that you like. I think this is too much. So you can just play around with all these colors. It depends on what you're working with. Depends on what you're working with. And I think I'll go with this. And you can play around with your new style. You can play around with your new style. You can format the whole table. Choose the color that you want to use for your tables. And you can just play around with it. Play around with your colors. And you can choose any color of interest. You can say, I want this, right? For my board, that is for the font. I want the font that is the text in it to be yellow. I can come to my borderline. If I want a borderline, you can choose the borderline. If you want the broken borderline, the dotted borderline, you can just play around with your borderline, right? And the color of your borderline, you can choose any color for your borderline. And let's say I want to use a broken borderline. Right, I will go to the fill color, and I say I want I want to play around with something like blue, this blue color. Then you can go to fill effects, choose if how you want it to be. If you are using two colors, you can play around with it. But for now, I'm not going to do any of those. Then all I just have to do is click on OK, and I will click on OK. So I have a new styling. This is my custom styling. You can see how it is, but I am not sure I will go for this color. So it's not so good. It doesn't really make sense. I think I chose the wrong border line, but I'm not going to go with this one. I will never go with this one too. I'll just go back to my color that I was using before, which is this one. So that is just that on a table. That's all about table. That's all about table. Do we have any question on this, our table formatting? Do we have any question? Any question on this table formatting? Do we have any question on table formatting? If you have question, raise your hand. Let me quickly take your question. Mr. Bembe, right? I think we've spoken before, but I can't remember.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, sir. Sorry, my network was not stable,
Hmm.
so I didn't get how you get this total at the foot of the table that looks
Okay,
like few.
no problem. No problem. Time for classwork. I've just learned new thing. We always give classwork in class. So I'm going to give 10 minutes break. We are in 8:41. By 8:50, we'll all be back. But we are not going anywhere. We are going to do our classwork. So I'm going to allow everybody to unmute now. Then I will go to bed. So I need one person. So I don't want to call name. I need one volunteer that can. How many of us are on our laptop now? How many of us are joining with laptop? That's that. That's the first thing. How many of us are joining with laptop? Please, if you are joining with laptop, indicate. How many of us are joining with our laptop? Now we had classwork. My own class is a little bit different. Mr. Peter, you are joining with laptop. Other person, is it only Mr. Peter that's joining with laptop? What if I want to give him a gift? What about other person or other people? Who is joining with laptop? Austin, you are not joining with your laptop. PLA Secretariat. Well done. Any other person? We have two people that are joining with laptop. Badmos, Bukola, Kofi, Lorita, Maureen, desktop. Whether you are joining with desktop or laptop, raise your hand. No, Peter, raise your hand. Raise your hand. UN Secretariat. You can raise your hand. Mr. Kofi, you said you are joining with desktop, so you can raise your hand. Bukola, you are joining with your laptop, with your hand. My laptop power is down. I had to connect my phone. Okay, I joined with my phone. I have my laptop open and my data set as we are talking and practicing. Okay, awesome. That's nice. So, among these three people that I have here, who is going to be a volunteer? Who is going to be a volunteer? I will drop this data set in the group now. This particular one that I'm working with, I'll drop it in the data in the group. I'll drop the data set in the group. Just going to copy it and paste it on a new sheet. On a new sheet entirely, Control N. I'll paste it right here. I'll paste it right here and I'll remove it from the table. And I'll remove the color. I'll remove the background color and make it back to normal. No fill. Oh, it's still in a table. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to convert it to red. That is by removing it from the table. Then I will highlight everything and remove the background color to no fill. So I'll come to my view I have my grid line on, so I'll come home and put my border line, all border. Okay. Now, who is going to be a volunteer that will lead the class? We have just 10 minutes to go. Who is going to be the volunteer? Who is going to be the volunteer? So I need someone that, I want all of you to have a discussion. So for the people that were not in class, I need someone that can share his screen, and you all have a discussion on how you can create a table. Who is going to be the volunteer? Should I call someone? I'll drop this data set in your group now, and I need a volunteer, someone that can voluntarily say, okay, Madam Bukola said she's going to volunteer herself. So you can't log in again. How? So let me just save this data set and drop it for you in the group. So save as classwork. So we are all going to do it together in the class. Classwork 2024. So I will drop it in your group now. I know a lot of people are going to run away now when it gets to discussion. So you are going to have a group work in your class. Probably Mr. Eke doesn't used to do this. For me too, I just learned about it. So I'm going to start with tonight's class. For those of us that has been attending your class, I don't usually do this, but it's just a new upgrade. So I think it's a good way for us to start practicing with it. So I'm very sure you are all going to enjoy it. Everybody is going to have a say. What you think, okay, you should do, what you think it's going to be like, okay, I should call someone. Okay, who is going to go? I don't want to fall. Who will share screen? All of you are going to have a discussion together. So I'm going to unmute everybody. All of you are going to have a discussion. Among these three of you, Ogbodu Peter, 2MA, NAT Secretariat, and Madam Bukola, three of you, so I need just one person that will volunteer to share screen so that all of you will talk on how we can create a table. So it's going to be a classwork. Please. Who wants to share screen? Who? Okay. Madam Bukola, thank you very much. And thank you very much, Dare. Simple as that. Okay, I'll be on my bed. Be waiting for you. So please, let's contribute. It's a group work. It's not only our own. You are sharing your screen. Don't worry, Madam Bukola. You are sharing your screen. So it's a group discussion. This is your group classwork. Click on this enable editing. Click on enable editing for you to be able to work with it. Enable editing. This is it. Enable editing for you to be able to work on it. Yes. You can reduce the size. You can reduce the size of this your formula bar. Increase the size of your screen. Go back to Excel. Go back to Excel. Maximize the size. So I'm talking about your formula bar that you can minimize this one. You can minimize this dash up here. No, the one up here. No, not that one. That's for example. For the Zoom, for this one that I'm coming, let me annotate it for you. This dash that you have here. Can you see it? Can you see where I draw circle? This one that, sorry. This one here. Minimize it. Click on it to minimize. No, this line, no, the one beside it. This one. Can you see it? Madam Bukola. No, not that one. The one beside it. Yes, click on it. Okay, open your Excel. Maximize your Excel screen. Fine. This is where I asked you to reduce. That is what I asked you to reduce. Bring your cursor down to this place a little bit. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Still bring it down. Still bring it down. No, go back up a little bit. Talking about this one. Your formula bar, move it down a little bit. I need you to reduce it. Okay, click on this. Click on this arrow right here. This arrow. Yeah, click on it. Yes. Okay. That's that. Okay. You guys can now play around with it. All of you, please, Madam Bukola, you can unmute. Please, let's contribute. It's a class work, so I want you to just create a table within 10 minutes. So by 9 o'clock, we'll continue. So please, all of you should contribute. All of you should contribute. It's a class work.
So have you unmuted everybody?
Everybody has been unmuted.
I've unmuted myself, yeah.
Please, I'm going to bed now. So let me know if someone should wake me up when you are done.
You.
That's quite tempting, no?
It's tempting, right?
It's going to be dangerous. So.
It can't. Don't worry. Just do you.
You said we should convert it to a table, right?
Yeah, put it in a table and give it a good formatting, a good color.
Okay.
So you can play around with everything.
Okay.
Waiting a table, can't we just use Control
T?
Control T. But do we have to highlight? I don't think we don't have to. We don't have to highlight.
Put the cursor on any of them.
Yeah, we don't have to highlight it. Just put your cursor on any of the cells.
Okay.
Hit Control C. Control T.
Control T.
No, it cannot because
Escape. No, put your cursor there. Press Shift and Control plus T. Shift plus Control plus T. That's what will give you the result.
Have you removed the filter? Those ash we are seeing there, have you removed them?
No, I've not removed the ash. In customer.
Remove the filter first.
Okay.
There's no filter there now.
There's no filter here. It's just
there's no filter now.
Press Control.
Either go to insert, put your cursor on that table there, go to insert, then click on table. It will automatically go into table, or you can use Control plus Shift plus T. Then it will go to your table.
No need to use. You can use Control T now.
Use Control T. I think that was instruction. Use Control T and let's see what it
use Control T. Yes.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Next, what should we do?
Press OK.
It's
press the OK.
Yes, this is it.
Then we can style it.
Okay.
Go to table design.
Just add the yellow.
It's at the top. Table design.
You see this stat is, I don't know why it's up in my screen now. It used to be down. So it's covering the.
I think that is the one I lighted green. Yeah.
What do you say?
I said that is the one in green there. Table design.
It's already highlighted. So
is at the right. The top right.
Header row. We have the total.
Yes.
We are on table design already. So
the top right.
Yes.
On top of filter button.
Okay, please, let me just explain myself.
I mean this table design already. So
okay.
What do you want to do with it? Is it header, row, column? What are we going to do with it?
So color.
Color.
It's colored, no?
So
is this not color?
As in, if you want to design it now.
Design. So go there. Go select those colors on the right.
No, you cannot do it. Okay.
Look, I'm listening.
Select any of the
There are options there.
Yeah, click any of the colors.
Yeah.
Let's go with you can click green.
The green one.
Click on the green, let's see.
That will give you options, several options. Good.
Yes.
Now let's select.
And just click on any one.
We pick this.
Let's pick the orange now.
Is this orange? Yes, orange stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the header. That's the header now.
No, that's the header. It's like we are supposed to highlight everything.
Okay. Before going to the color.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it, and let's see.
Highlight everything and
it
let's
gives
see.
us. I like everything. Yeah. Control A.
Oh, okay. This guy no work on me. I don't know work.
Control A and Control A.
Okay.
Take it once. Control and A.
Picked. Done.
You've gotten it, yeah. So let's go back to the colors.
To the where? Color.
To the colors. Click on any of the colors.
We have the table
Kenya.
styles.
Yes, exactly.
Good.
Okay.
What color should we pick?
Pick that one.
This.
Good. So
Hit any cell to go out of the highlight.
What do you say?
You've highlighted, so I think when you go out, you remove the highlighted.
Yes, just click on any of
Click on any cell, the highlight.
Click on any of the cell. Yeah, just click. Click.
Okay.
Yeah, you're keeping your cursor. You can still click it there. You must not move it. If you go here.
Just a click.
I should click on where?
It's okay. The highlight
No, it's okay now. The highlight is gone.
Yes, you clicked it now, so the highlight has gone. So
what do we do again?
Now I think he also taught us. Let's go to the lowest
We are
part of
not giving it a name. We are not giving it. We've not
so
given it a
go there,
name.
let's
We need
give
to
a
give
name.
it a name. Yes. So let's.
What name should we give to it?
Last work.
Or table test.
Yes, so
Classwork is okay. It's not test. Classwork is okay.
It's fine.
So there will not be space in between, right?
No space.
You can put underscore if you want to.
Can use
You can
underscore.
space it. You can space it. You can space it if you want.
But no need to put space. Just you can join it. No need. No space. Just classwork.
Okay.
What's next now?
Press
Done.
enter.
Done.
I think you all tried. You tried. At least you tried. So should we continue with this, right?
Yeah. Let's make progress.
Yes, classwork. Another one is coming. Madam Bukola, just
Yes,
keep your
please.
work like this. You are going to take the next one. All of you are still going to do it together. Then, if you are creating the dashboard, I'm going to show you how to add shape and to create your dashboard. Mr. Kofi or that UMS NAT secretary or secretariat, we now take the next one for the dashboard. So that will be our classwork. Yes, we still have 2 more classwork to go. So I'm going to mute everybody now and stop your sharing. We still have 2 more classwork to go. So, Madam Bukola, you are taking one, and it's either Mr. Kofi or this UMA NAT secretariat. One person will go next. So let's continue. At least you tried. Now, we've been able to create a table, and I believe everybody can now create a table. After hustling and bustling, click on W, click on T, click on Y. At least you all arrive at the destination. Okay, the next thing now is for you to know that there's a relationship between this table. We need to actually do a calculation, right? So I'm going to, but it's something you can even do yourself. So I will just show you how to write the name. Then, Madam Bukola, you take it over from there. So if you press your TCP, total, let's say total selling price, your selling price is the unit price. TSP, total selling price, and you just press enter. So it will automatically put it there for you. And you can see it automatically give you the same color for everything. Now you know that, yes, okay, there's our relationship is working. Excel has see everything at once. So you are going to do it yourself, and you will see how it works. You are going to do it yourself, then you see how it works. So you will do TSP, which is the unit price multiplied by quantity. If you have a jotter, you can jot it down because you are doing it yourself. All you just have to do is the same way you do your calculation equals to your unit price. Now you can see automatically it gives you the unit price name instead of, in Excel, if it's not in a table, it's just going to give you the cell reference. You can say, okay, this is cell L2. So that's what it's going to put it there. But because you've already put it in a table, now it can, if you just call the column name, that is at unit price multiplied by quantity. Now you see. So if I press enter, it's going to do everything at once. I don't have to copy down. I don't have to copy anything down. You understand? So you can see that our relation, putting it in a table now, is telling like that, okay, all these things are related. If I do anything for one, it's just going to automatically do it for everything. So you don't have to copy down. So what you calculate for me would be, you calculate your TSP, you calculate your TCP before we move into shapes now. TCP, and you calculate your TCP will be cost price multiplied by quantity. You are going to calculate a VAT. If you remember, a VAT of let's say 5%, or you can choose any percentage that you want. 5%. If you remember how to calculate that, by the time all of you talk together, you are going to know how to calculate it. You are going to calculate new total selling price. That is your total selling price plus the VAT. So your new total selling price, right? TCP is what? Please, total selling price. That is total cost price. Your cost price multiplied by the quantity. TSP is your unit price multiplied by the quantity. Now you are going to calculate your VAT of 5%. So which is your total selling price multiplied by 5%. Your new total selling price will now be your total selling price plus the VAT. Then you now calculate your profit. So your profit will now be, your total selling price minus your total cost price. So you are going to do this one. Then once you are done, we will start working with, we will spend the next 15 to 20 minutes working with our charts and everything. Then after that, one of those two people that I mentioned earlier, we now share their screen to create a template for us. So we are going to do all this one today. And that is that about that. It's over to you, Madam Bukola. Let me allow everybody to unmute. You can share your screen now, Madam Bukola. Then you can play around with it. It's a cool exercise, right? Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the classwork exercise?
Yes.
Okay, it's time to go. Madam Bukola, you can share your screen now. So I will still go back. I want to go and eat now. So once you are done, once I'm back, I will just give you 5 minutes to do it. I want to go and eat. Once I'm back, we are going to continue with our chat. So, Madam Bukola, you can share your screen. Please, if you have a noisy background, you can mute. But if you have anything to say, you can unmute. So you just discuss together on how to get it. Madam Bukola, please share your screen. We are waiting for you. Hello, is Madam Bukola here? She's afraid to share her screen now. Are you afraid?
No, you haven't. I'm here.
You can share your screen now.
Yes, please. I'm trying to get where the icon is. Okay, I've seen that.
Okay, so I'm free to go now, right? Okay. So God will help you.
Okay, everybody, are we here?
Yeah, we are with you.
Okay, thank you. So we are doing TCP first, right?
Yes.
Times.
No.
Yeah, my.
TCP, total cost price.
No, it's not total cost price.
You said unit price. That was what you said.
Cost price multiplied by the quantity.
By
That was what you
quantity,
said.
by quantity. That's what will give us TCP.
Yes.
The cost price multiplied by the quantity, you
Hold,
get the TCP.
hold the cost
Not
price
unit
with
price,
the
cost
quantity.
price.
Okay.
Not unit price.
Cost
Yeah.
price.
Cost
I said the
price.
cost price. Then multiply by
Multiply
the
by the
quantity.
quantity.
Yes, you're getting it.
Okay. Then the next thing we are looking out for is
TSP, total selling price.
NCSP.
TSP.
Okay,
TSP,
supposed to be total
that's
selling
total
price
selling
before
price.
total cost price. Then.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think
It's supposed to be total selling price before
so.
total
I
cost
should change
price.
it, right?
No, just
We
add
can
the
still
column.
proceed. Don't worry.
Highlight it from up and
Can
add
still proceed.
column. Do you understand? Go to on top
She's
of the
using
total
the
cost price.
unit price.
Click it and add column.
Yes, please. You are using the
What do we all conclude at?
it seems she have
Okay, you
used
know
the
what?
unit price.
Okay, what will happen?
She have,
Let's insert a new. Let's insert
A new column.
Yes, insert a new column in
No,
between
highlight
Click
it up.
M.
unit price.
No. Click M. Click M. Click column M.
Column
On column M.
Yes.
Yes.
Then right click.
Yes,
Right click.
yes,
Right click. Then go to insert. Go to
Go to
insert.
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 Okay.
Good. Then TSP.
So now,
That will be
now change
TSP,
it
total
to
selling price.
total selling price.
Total selling price
Yeah, that's good.
is equal
So
to
now you pick the unit price, multiply by quantity. Enter. Good.
Mm-hmm.
then we've done TCP.
Yes. TCP
Then
is
say
okay.
we should do
Then
VAT.
NCSP.
hello.
What do you say?
So do
Please,
your VAT.
look at it.
Okay, we need
Hello.
to do VAT. Okay.
Do your VAT, VAT.
Do your VAT.
Okay.
Are you
VAT.
people
At
listening to me?
5%.
Yeah, 5%.
VAT is
Hello.
7.5%.
Said what?
7.5.
7.5%.
VAT is 7.5%. That is standard VAT.
Okay.
VAT is no longer 5% again, I beg.
It's 7.5. Yeah, I corrected that.
Mhm.
All right. So
Okay.
you pick your selling. So you pick your TSP. Your TSP times is equals to TSP. Yes.
Yes, please.
TSP times then
Multiply by 7.5.
7.5. Then how you can get your 7.5, right? 7.5. Then hold your sheet and figure 5. The one on your keyboard.
Okay, so not the way it appears.
Hold your sheet. Hold your sheet.
You see percentage there.
Then you see
50,
percent
and then
on
press
your
5.
figure 5.
Oh,
On your
yes.
figure 5,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, press enter.
You can close it. You close it first. Okay.
It will still, it's, I
So
should go back.
that's your VAT. That's your VAT on each of the selling prices. Then you now
Okay,
go to
so
get your
New selling price.
Please, so
your new
what
selling
if,
price now.
what if he closes that bracket? Will he give us a different answer, or is still okay like that?
No.
still the
No,
same
it's the
thing.
same
Still
answer
give you the same answer.
It's
It will
the
still
same
give you the
answer
same
it give
answer.
you.
We give you the same answer.
So long as you put equals to, it's telling you it's a formula. So whether you close it or you leave it,
So,
give you. Because
so
there are not many arguments in the formula, so it will still give you the answer.
It's okay. It's okay.
Guys,
Okay.
it
Do
seems
we
I
have
to
to
your
add,
new
do we have
selling
to
price.
change it
No, we
from
are not
general
done
to
yet.
the units?
No. Just go to your new selling price.
Okay. New selling price.
NSP.
New total
NSP,
selling
yeah.
price. New
New
total selling price.
total selling price.
Yes.
So then you add your VAT plus your total selling price.
Yeah.
VAT plus
Total selling price.
Plus M.
plus what?
M.
Yes. Total selling price. Yes, your M
Yeah,
column.
yeah. Click
Are we?
enter.
Okay.
Enter.
Yes, that's for click enter.
So that's your new selling price now.
Yes.
Then our profit.
Profit.
So your
Okay.
profit now. So your
Our profit will
profit
be
now will
total
be
selling price minus
total
total
selling
cost.
price minus TCP.
Total
That's your
selling
new.
price.
That's your new selling price minus TCP. Give you your profit.
Minus TCP.
No.
That would be a negative value.
No.
I mean, not negative though. Not
No,
negative.
it
For us
can't
to
be
get our
It's not
profit,
negative.
for us to get our
It's not
profit,
negative.
total selling price
Your selling
minus
price.
total cost price.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
say,
correct
please?
now.
Your
That's
new
it.
selling
correct.
price minus cost price. That's what you do.
My total cost price. That's N
Minus
Yes, minus TCP. Minus TCP.
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 Look,
TCP.
Your M
Yeah.
column
our
N.
TCP. This is our
You
TCP is
did
wrong.
put minus. That's why it's easy.
Put minus there.
No. Put minus.
This our
Minus.
TCP. This our TCP is
Please.
wrong. Oh.
Eh?
How is it
The
wrong?
TCP is wrong. It's supposed to be what's the name? Total cost price times quantity, but we did it unit price times quantity. Times
Oh, is that not what we did? Is that not what we did?
just look at the first initial is 40.
What did you say?
Which supposed to be
What did you say?
Please go
I
back to
said
TCP.
Go back to TCP. Let's attend to it.
Go back.
TCP.
Let's see what we
Put it. Put it.
click it.
Highlight. Let's see the formula.
Just
Cost
click. Let's see
price
what we did.
multiplied by quantity. We are correct now.
Yes, now that's what we did now.
We are correct.
Let's go back to the profit.
Before you go back to the profit, hope you see the formula of that TCP. Check it very well to know that you are correct or wrong.
Just click, double click.
Times 8. Oh, it's times 8.
The 8, it was it not unit price we multiplied something with?
It's supposed to be by quantity.
Cost price times quantity.
Quantity.
Cost price times quantity, please. That's strange.
And we did the cost price times 8.
No, it's not 8. Come to 23.
Quantity. Oh, yeah.
No,
Quantity is
remove
supposed
the
to be 23.
remove the 8.
Remove the 8.
Remove the 8. Remove the 8
And it's at
and click
23.
on quantity.
Wow.
Click on quantity, yeah. Good.
Right.
Enter.
Click enter.
All right.
It's not as correct.
Okay, so what next we do?
So you go back to your profit.
So profit
New
now,
total selling price.
the new total selling price minus the
Minus
New
total cost
new
price.
selling price. New
The
total
new
selling
total
price
selling
minus
Total
TCP.
cost price.
total cost price.
Minus
TCP,
TCP, yeah.
Click on it.
Yeah, enter.
Press enter.
Good.
That's the profit.
So that is a profit. So.
Well done.
Yes.
I'm back. Well done. You're right.
Hello, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hello, guys. To me, I think this profit supposed to be total selling price minus total cost price.
Let me
look at
You have new total selling price now.
No. Your new selling price
because
is
this
VAT
one now,
inclusive.
this new now, VAT is included, and we are not supposed to include VAT now to get our profit.
It's not part of your profit
So it's
now.
not really necessary.
The VAT is
That
for the
will be the
government.
new
For the government. So
total
it's
selling
not part of the
price.
profit. Yeah.
You understand? We are
yeah,
not supposed to add our
Yes.
VAT. That is what I'm saying. We are
Yeah.
supposed
Yes, you are
to
right.
include VAT for us to get
Yeah,
our
VAT is
profit.
an exclusion.
Yes, it's an exclusion. So we'll just
total
go
selling
by
price.
total selling price minus the total cost price.
That's
Then we can
Yes,
get
you are
our
right.
profit.
Yeah, let's get that now. Then we can split VAT from it.
Okay, so what's the
Now
formula we are supposed
go back
Go to
and go back
TSP.
again.
TSP
Eh?
minus TCP.
Go to the
Go to
profit.
profit.
Just
Profit.
Go to the profit. Yeah, it's equals to then TSP
It's
minus
equal to
TCP.
TSP minus TCP.
TCP
TSP.
TSP
TSP. Yeah, correct.
minus
Minus.
TCP.
Minus
TCP. Enter. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
But let's look at this thing again. Excuse me, please. Let's look at this thing very carefully. You are selling new total selling price is what you are going to deal with, and in this new total selling price, that is inclusive.
Inclusive, yeah.
So your your profit must including VAT minus the cost price. What you sold at the end of the day, which is the new total selling price, minus your total cost price. Because what you are selling at the end of the day includes VAT.
Yeah.
So as it is now, say you are selling without VAT.
The VAT component, component is not for you. It's for the government.
Let me clarify. We are right at this present point.
You are right.
Because
Yes,
VAT is not your own.
VAT is not money. It's for the government.
Excuse me.
VAT
Can we
is
prove
not your
ourselves
own.
again? Let us create another column R, and do the new total selling price minus TCP if we are going to get the same thing.
No. You are not understanding it. We are correct here. We are correct.
Wait. Hello, just a minute. Do it as he said, so that we can prove him wrong or right. Do it.
Let's do a test now.
Okay, what do you say I should do on column
Add up
R?
the VAT. Add up the VAT at 7.5 plus the new selling price. Just do that.
Put profit too, so that we do it.
So add up the VAT plus the new selling price. Sorry, plus the profit rather.
Okay. New total selling price.
Minus the TCP now.
Minus TCP, yes. Okay, that is column 1. Create another column. Create another column. Create another column. Just put test.
What should I put there?
Test. Just put test.
Test.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to test our result. Okay. So now what you do now is that you add up the VAT. Add up VAT. Yeah, add up VAT plus your new selling price.
This NTSP.
Yes.
Why are you adding VAT to the new selling price? Why are you adding VAT to the new selling price?
He wants to check if we will have the same value with the new profit.
We need to test.
I think that's what
is VAT a profit or a cost of production?
Profit with VAT minus the original profit we are having, or minus the VAT.
No, accounting, no, it's chemistry I studied.
Sorry, is VAT profit? Is VAT underselling or under cost?
VAT is not your profit. It is an
exclusive. That cannot be your profit. VAT is something. It should be part of the.
We are only trying to test our figures if we are arriving at the same thing or not.
Hello.
Exactly. Exactly. We are testing our result.
Listen. Now, let me just explain it, Mr. Man that is talking about VAT. Now, VAT is not part of your. I'm coming. Let me mute everybody so that you can. Sorry for that. VAT is not your profit, Mr. Danjuma. VAT is going to the government. It is called value-added tax. It's a form of indirect tax. You understand? If you are running a company, you have to pay a tax to the government, right? So you can't calculate VAT as your own profit. You want to know how much you make and how much is going to the government. Yes, you can't give people separate account that's okay, pay VAT to this account. They are going to pay everything to you. But at the end of the day, you are going to remove the VAT and pay it to the government. Do you understand? So it's not part of your profit. So if you want to calculate your profit, the real amount that you make, there's something we call profit before tax and profit after tax for accountants in the building. Though I did not really study accounting, but at least I know a little bit of it. So we have profit before tax and profit after tax. So you can calculate your profit. Okay, this is my profit before the tax is deducted. Then you know that is not your real profit. But your real profit is after you've removed your tax. Then that, because you are definitely going to pay tax. Do you get? But now what I ask you to do is profit after tax. Now, after you've removed your tax. So if you just want to calculate it, okay, this is the total amount that I sold, and this is the total amount that I spent. So I'm excluding VAT. So you don't have to include your VAT so that you know, okay, this is the actual amount that I make. Do you get? Do you get it? Do you get it now? Or you still have questions? So that we can move on to the next thing. Our time is fast spent. Do we understand? Do we understand? Yes, okay. Mr. Danjuma, do you understand it now? Mr. Danjuma, do you understand? I have accountants here now. This Mr. Accountant, you are the one that's supposed to clarify this thing now. Mr. Danjuma, you are not saying anything. Do you understand? He's not typing, he's not saying anything. So I'll just assume you understand. So, okay, I should unmute you. Okay. Let me unmute you. Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, now I get your point. So as it stands now, if we just say profit, it will still raise confusion. So what we need to do is to say profit before tax or profit after tax.
Yes.
For more clarification, as you say. Because if we say profit like that, because I want to assume that your new total selling price includes VAT. Also, what comes into your pocket, the whole money, the total money that comes into your account will include VAT.
Yes, it will include
You understand
VAT.
what?
Yes, it's going to include
so how
VAT.
do you separate? So how do you separate this? For you to separate this properly, it means you must have to do the NSTP. That is the new total selling price.
I understand. Yeah.
So for clarity purpose.
Yes.
For clarity purpose, let us say profit after tax or profit before tax.
Yes, it's fine. Let's have an accountant in the building. Accountant. Please, can you raise your hand? Can you raise your hand? So that other people can also learn. We are all here to learn. Mr. Vembe, I will attend to you now. Oh, yeah, accountant, please unmute.
All right. In the normal profit or loss account, so when we are trying to prepare our net profit or gross profit.
Gross profit, yes.
So our gross profit is usually a profit before tax. That's what we call EBIT. That's earnings before interest and tax. That's EBIT.
Yes, I know that.
So at this point now, we have recognized our VAT value.
Yes.
And we have recognized our new selling price, meaning that total new selling price has included our VAT. So what we will now do now as a loyal citizen is now to calculate the total VAT we have realized from each of those sales and deduct it from our new selling price and remit it to the government. Then the rest we'll be having minus your VAT will now give you your profit after tax, which is your net profit.
That is correct. That is correct. At least.
Do you understand?
Yes, me, I did not study accounting in school, but at least I know that. I know I have been working with that for quite a long, so I know how it works. I'm not into accounting so much, but at least I know that one very well. I know VAT is a value-added tax, so and we all must pay it. Okay, so that's that about that, and I believe we all learned one or two things in today's class. How many people would like to be having a class like this, so I can tell Mr. AK to be giving us a classwork? How many of us do you enjoy today's class, or you want to go back to the previous page you used to learn? You love this? Oh, okay. So I will tell Mr. AK so that at least 10 minutes you'll be practicing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So in your next class, I think I'll tell Mr. AK to be doing something like this. Mr. Kofi, I'm very sorry. I don't think. Okay, Mr. Kofi has dropped. And should we still continue, or we should? Because we just have about 30 minutes more to go. So should we still do more things? Should we still continue, or we should go and practice with what we've learned? Okay, let's continue now with shapes. So I'll spend like 15 minutes with shapes, then I will take one person that is on Mr. Madam Bukola has done her own, so we'll take the next person to do his own also. So let's continue. Now that is that about table, so there's nothing more in table. So now let's pick let's say we want to now start preparing for our dashboard. So we want to start preparation for our dashboard. The very first thing you need to do is to clear your screen. Is to clear your screen. Is to clear your screen. The next thing is to clear your screen to make sure that everything is cleaned up. So though you are not going into dashboard properly now, but let's just do a template for our dashboard that we want to create for our visualization. So the very first thing is to clear your screen. The next person that is going will be either Mr. This UMA NAT Secretariat, I don't know your name, or the second person. So one person will share screen to do this, and that will be the last class work we are going to do in today's class. Okay, so to clear our screen, we are going, Mr. Ibrahim, okay, nice one. We are going to go to view. So we want to clear our screen to prepare for our dashboard. So for us, if you go to view, you come to where you have formula, you turn off your formula bar. I don't need the formula bar. You come to where you have your grid line, you turn off the grid line. You don't need the grid line. You want to just have a blank space. You just want to have a blank space. Then you come to where you have your header. We don't need the header also. These headings, so you turn it off. So you have a blank screen now. So we want to prepare a template for our dashboard. We want to prepare a template for our dashboard. So the very first thing I will do is, now a dashboard is made up of shapes, timeline, slicer, and charts, and icon. So we are going to play around with those ones probably in your next class, but I'll just draw a template that you are going to work with today. So if I come to insert, I'm going to pick a shape. We have a shape right here. If you come to insert, you have a shape. But for those of us that will not have a shape, you see illustration. If you do not have a shape, you see illustration. So if you click on that illustration, then you are going to see your shapes there. So I will click on these shapes. I'll click on shapes. So after clicking on shapes, I want to pick a rectangle to write my title. So I'll pick a rectangle, a rounded rectangle, or let me just go with normal rectangle. So I'll just pick a rectangle. I want to draw a rectangular shape like this. I'll draw a rectangular shape. Now you remember the contextual tab that I said you are going to have. Remember the contextual tab, right? Now, the very first thing you will see your shape formats. Your shape format. This is the contextual tab. If you click outside, you are not going to see it. It's until you click on it before you have this shape format. So for your outline, I'll come here and I'll say no outline. I don't need the outline. So it's going to be without any outline. It's going to be without any outline. Sorry for that. I don't know what's happening. So yeah, thank you. So someone said I should do that again. So I'll just go to insert, right? I have shapes. So if you did not have shapes, you're going to have illustration. So you just click on that illustration, you see shapes. But for some of us, we have shapes right there. So you just click on shape. I'm going to pick a rectangular shape. For my rectangular shape, I'll just draw a shape. I'll draw a shape. I'm going to draw a shape. If I draw the shape like this will serve as the title for my dashboard. So for this shape, I'm going to remove the outline. So you have black outline. You might not see it, but let me increase it so that you see it. If you come to your shape outline and I come to weight, so you see that I have an outline. You can see that it's now become bold, but I don't need an outline. So I'll say no outline. How do you draw? If you pick a shape, you just left click and drag. It's going to draw it for you. Now, I want to pick a color. You can play around with your colors. You can play around with colors, any color that you want. You can pick any color. So we just go with this color. So if you want to use gradient color, if you want to use picture as the background, you can click on picture, then you pick a picture from your system. Wherever you want to pick it from, you can just pick any picture, and that will serve as a background. Let's say I want to use this picture. This will serve as my background, but no, I did not use the picture. You can use gradient also when you have multiple colors, more than one color. You can pick gradient, and if you want more colors, maybe you want to choose the color yourself, you click on that more gradient. So let me take it again. Shape view, gradient. We come to more gradients, right? More gradient, and I've come to gradient view. Right there, you can see I have my gradient stop. I have my gradient stop. This is where I'll choose my colors. So for the first one, I will click on the first one. So you don't have to always do this, but you can play around with it. I'll choose the first one. You click on the second one. You come to where you have colors. You pick another color. You choose on the third one. You can play around with it. You choose another color. So you can just play around with it. And if you don't want it to be the type, you can change the type to radial, right? You come to your direction, choose different direction. You can play around with this one. But you can remove your gradient stop if you don't need it. Just drag it out. Just drag it out, or you can just click on it and you can add more colors to it. You just click on one, and this is just for you to play around with it. You can choose picture, or if you choose picture, you see insert here. So it's for you to choose a picture as the background, or you can use texture. You can choose, if you click on this one, you have a texture that you can use. So you have a texture, you can play around with it, and you have pattern that you can fill. So you don't have to always do this. This is like going to the extreme, but you can play around with it. It's just for to make your work stand out. But for now, I'll just go with one color. So one color will be solid hue, which is the color that I'm using. So that's that about that. Then you can give your shape and effect. You can use presets, right? And you can give it a shadow. So let's just give this a small shadow, and let's give it a white outline. So I will come to outline white. Then I will reduce the weight. I'll come to where I have the weight. I will reduce it to like 1 point. Let me see 1 point. So I will have something that looks like this. Then to write my text inside here, I'm going to pick something called text box. If you come here to text box, I'm going to pick something called the text box. So then I will drag it. I will left click and drag. The same way you draw your shape. So this will also give you the shape format, but text box is used to create a movable text. So it's used to create a movable text. So you can just type in sales dashboard or let me just say 2024 sales dashboard. So I'll say 2024 sales dashboard. 2024 sales dashboard. Then I will move it up a little bit. You can see that it has a background color, right? I'll come to shape format, shape fill. Shape fill is the color that fill in the shape. So I do not want it. So I'll say no fill so that I can remove it. The shape outline, I will click on it because I don't want it to have this this outline that is here. So if I click on it on this one, then shape outline, I will tell it not to have any outline. So I can highlight my text, come to home, look for a font that's a little bit bold. I'll go for this one. I'll make it bold, then I will increase the size. And I think I will go with a white color for my text. Let me see. Yes, I think I'll just go for this, and I will move it to the middle. So this is a sales dashboard that I want to create. This is a sales dashboard. I have 10 minutes to do other things. So I can play around with my shape. So let me pick another shape. So where I will have my KPIs, my KPI, like the total transaction, the total sales, the total profit, the total revenue generated, the highest profits, the products that make the highest profit. Those are your KPIs. Those are your KPIs. So I'll pick shape. I can pick a rounded rectangle. I always go with that. I will draw one here. Now we give it a format. I will still go with a shape fill. I can play around with different color. My outline will be white. I want a white outline. And my shape effect, I'll just give it a shadow. I'll give it a bottom shadow. I have something that looks like this. I can Control C, Control V, or Control D. So if you press Control C, Control V, it's going to duplicate it. That is copy and paste. Or you press Control D to duplicate it. So I'll move it here. This will serve as my KPI. So I can make it a little bit bigger. So I can make it a little bit bigger. So what I'll just do is delete this one. Then I'll just duplicate this one. Control D to duplicate. Right. I'm going to move it right here. So I'm going to move this here. Control D to duplicate. Control D to duplicate again. Control D to duplicate. So now it's not arranged properly for me. So I'm going to select everything. Hold down my shift. After selecting the first one, hold down my shift. Select the second one. Select the third one. Select the fourth one, and select the fifth one. But mind you, I'm still holding down my shift while selecting it. But now that I'm done selecting, I'll leave my shifts. Then come to where I have alignment. This place I have align, right? I want to align to the top. I want to align to the top. So it's going to move everything in the same line to the top, right? And now you have something called distributed horizontally or distributed vertically. Now I'm going to distribute it horizontally so that the space will be equal, right? So the space between them will be equal. So I'll come here to my align and distribute horizontally. So it's going to put the space equal for me. Then I can move it to the middle like this. Right? I can move it to the middle like this. So let's say I want to have a chart, right? I want to have a chart. I can pick another shape. So I can pick an icon. If you click on icon, so it's going to load the icon for you. You can put your icon there. So I just want to pick icon. So let me see icon that I can put. Let me see icon that I can put. You see all the icons. So let's say I want to pick this one first. I want to pick let's see more icon that we can play around with. Let's see. I'm looking for icons that have something like a chart. It's still loading more. Let's play around with the icons. So you can load as many as possible. So so let's say I want to go with this type of pie chart icon. So let's go down. Let's go down. So you can see all the icons that you can play around with. I've not seen the one that I want. This is showing me what I don't want. Looking for a chart. But this is just a waste of time. It's just wasting time. So I've not seen the one that I actually want. So let me see illustration. Icon under illustration. Not this one. Icons. Let me search for charts. Let me search for charts. Yes, and I'll just pick this one. I'll pick this one. That makes it 2. I'll pick this one. That makes it 3, and I can just pick this one to make it 4. I think I have 4, but if I have more than 4, it's going to load everything in for me. So I'm going to click outside and I'll pick them one by one. Let's say this one will be somewhere around here. This one, no, let this one be the first one. So let this one be the first one. Ctrl Z. Click on the icon. I will drag it to this place. So I can say this will be our total profit. Ctrl Z. This will be our total profit. Now, if you come to graphics format, you can change the icon graphics color. So I think I want to go with, you can go with any color of your choice. So I think I'll still go with the normal black, but you can play around. I'll pick the second one. I can say this one will be here. This will be here. To reduce the size to the one that you want. So you can just play around with it. So you can, how is it doing this? So I'll just use my cursor to move it down. Then I can reduce it so you can change the color. I'll pick another one. So I'll say this can be here. This can be here. So I'm going to do something. I'll just select it, drag it down. So I want it to face the other side. So I will come to my graphics format. I'll come to rotate, then does not flip horizontally. So I'll say flip horizontally for it to face the side. I'll pick this one, then I'll just drop this one here. So you can change the color. I've already shown you how to change the color. I'll just add like too much shape to this, then so that I'll pick this other one, this other icon. I'll Ctrl D to duplicate it, then drag it down. And drag it down to this place. Have it right here. So you can now take your text box and write whatever thing you want to write there that serves as your KPI. So you can still play around the location. So this is for this. Then I want to have another shape that will contain my slicer. I can pick another shape. I want this shape to contain my slicer. So I can drop it. I can draw it here. So let's say my slicer will be somewhere around here. My slicer will be somewhere around here, and I'll come to shape outline. I'm going to remove the outline, or I'm leaving it as white. I will use white outline. I'm going to the shape fill, and I'll choose this color. Is that the right color? I think this is the color, a little bit deep or something like this. So whenever I have my outline, whenever I have my, if I want to draw my, if I want to pick my slicer, so this will contain my slicer. So I'll come here and I'll add a small shadow to the background. Right, so I've been able to get this. I think this is not the right color, so a little bit deep. Now, so I will do one more. So the one that will contain our chart. So I'll pick a shape, and I will pick this shape. So my chart will be right here. This is where I'll put my charts. For it to be here. So this contains my charts. This one will contain my charts. This one will contain my charts. So I know you've not been taught chat, but this is just a template for you to play around with. So this will contain my charts. Then I'll give it a white outline. I'll choose white outline. The shape fill, I'll use the same color for it. And my shape effect, I'll just give it a shadow. I'll give it a shadow, the background shadow. Then I've been able to come out with a template. Now, all I just have to do now is to insert my text. So let's say I want to go with another color for this. I can come here and say I'm going with a little bit of this blue. This one we have this. Let's say I'm going with this color that I'm using, and this we have another color. Let's say a little bit of green. And for this last one, I'm going with this blue also, and this. So I have this. This looks good. This looks good. Now, if you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot now. Madam Bukola has left. So who is going to take the lead? Who is going to take the lead for the next 15 minutes for us to play this? Who wants to try? Who wants to try? Who wants to try? Who is on the laptop? I have Mr. Ibrahim and another person. We have Mr. Danjuma. I believe you have your laptop now. Who wants to take the lead? Who wants to take the lead? We have 15 minutes more. We have 15 minutes more for us to do the last cast work for today. We have 15 minutes, 15 minutes. No time, no time. Who wants to go? Should I call name? Who wants to go now? Let me unmute everybody. So you can take a screenshot if you want to take a screenshot for you to see, for you to have this picture. So who wants to go? Who wants to go? Between Mr. Danjuma, Mr. Ibrahim, and Mr. Kofi. So who should go first? Who do you think should go? I will have gone for the accountant, but he said he's not on his laptop.
Sorry, Mr. Hakim.
Yes.
I didn't get how you cleared that Excel. I'm trying to clear my own, but I'm not getting it. How you cleared it to get this?
If you come to view, you can turn them off. Grid line, formula bar, and heading.
View.
Okay. Mr. Austin, leave whatever you are doing. Let's come to class. The classwork, general classwork. Oh, Mr. Ibrahim, you can share your screen. Let me stop my own sharing. I'll be taking a screenshot of this so that you see how it looks. This is what you are creating. Mr. Ibrahim, are you ready? Mr. Ibrahim has run away. Mr. Ibrahim.
I'm here.
So yeah, share your screen. I hope you are all still here. So let's all come together.
Okay.
Yes, we're here.
Okay. Now let's all come together to do this.
Where do I?
So Mr. Ibrahim will be the one leading now. And please, if you have a noisy background, you can. Yes. Okay.
You have created a plain background for me already, Abby.
Me? How?
Okay. So I think
you are not sharing your screen. I'm just.
Am I visible?
Blank. You are visible, but it's just a blank white space, as I can see.
Sorry, am I visible?
You are visible, but it's just a white.
But you can't see your screen.
On a white background, not
it's
on your
just
page.
It's just a white.
Okay. That's exactly what I was saying. Okay, let me see.
You can stop sharing and share the entire screen. Stop the sharing. Stop the sharing. So if you click on share again, you
okay.
If you stop your sharing, let me stop it.
Sorry.
I will stop it for you. Okay, now click on share, then you click on entire screen.
Share screen.
Yes, share screen. You will
Okay.
click on entire screen.
Share screen.
Then you click on entire screen.
Entire screen. I
Then
can't
you
see
click on share.
it. Screen. Is it this?
Yes.
Okay, is it like this?
Yes, we have it now.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
Finish.
okay. Now is your time to shine. You have 10 minutes to create it.
Okay.
Who is raising bike in the background?
Is it from my hand?
No, I think it's Peter. I'm going to meet him. So if you have anything to say, you can unmute. So please, let's support Mr. It's your general classwork. So you have 10 minutes to do it.
So go to insert. View first.
View.
Yes, so that we can
View.
clear
I can't.
view.
That's
Yeah.
what I've been looking for.
It's on view already.
Okay, view. Okay.
Some
So
icon up there.
Click on grid lines. You want
Grid
to
lines.
make a plain background, but
I can't see the view yet.
Yeah, so that we
That's what
can
I'm
know.
looking
No, we
Okay,
need
grid
why
to.
not
lines.
make a plain background?
Yes, we need
Okay.
to turn off.
Click on grid lines.
the
Once you
grid
close that grid line,
Grid
that
line.
click on grid line. So once that mark is off,
One by
the
one,
background will be
please.
plain.
He has done that.
Hello?
Then go to insert.
I have the
Go
grid
to
line.
insert. Yes, go to insert now to check your shapes.
I can't see if start.
Insert is after your home. Your home.
After home, you will see insert now.
After home is insert.
Saying insert.
Please, we have not cleared this one.
Excuse.
Formula bar.
Okay.
We've not turned off the formula bar.
Okay, this formula bar.
So
Yes,
go
turn
back
it
to
off.
view.
Then the headings, the header, we need to turn it off as well.
Where do I?
It's on your screen.
See it now.
Come
Besides
below
on top.
formulas. No.
Okay.
Yes.
And now go to
I think I'm taking.
Then go to insert.
Yes.
Okay.
Instead, shapes.
Back.
It's black on top. I don't know how to remove it. All
Yes,
this black on top. How do I remove them? It's blocking some of those icons.
You can drag it down. You can drag it down. I'm coming.
But where you are looking
Grab
for the
this
insect is just at
black.
your far left.
Info.
There is no communication icon. You can use your hand to drag it to the down.
Allow. Accept it. You declined. Just allow it. Say that it's out. Is it out now? You decline it again.
Yes. Which one?
Accept it. I'm removing
Okay.
your
Approve.
Yes, approve.
Okay.
Okay.
All this black on the top.
Which black are you talking about?
Because I can't see most of those things. This black from mute to more.
You can move it down. You can move it.
Okay. Great. Okay.
Okay. You can continue now.
Okay. Okay. I don't see that view. I don't see that icon view.
If you go to insect first.
Go to insert.
Insert.
After home.
What is that? There's an icon.
After home.
This one is not an icon. Oh.
After home.
Is that what I'm saying? Something is blocking those icons at the top, at the uppermost. Something is blocking it.
But we can see it from your screen.
we can see it from our end.
You can see, but me, I cannot.
We can see the title bars very clearly. Yeah.
You can move it. You can move it, Mr. Ibrahim. You can move it down.
How do I move it?
Just
drag it down. And drag it down.
Okay, now. Yes. I've got what you have just said. Now, okay, insert.
Tips.
Insert, okay. After insert.
Go to
Illustration.
Okay, shape, Abby.
Yeah.
Shape, okay, now.
Make a rectangle. Yeah, rectangle. That was our
rectangle.
Yeah. So hold your left mouse and drag.
Who is that? Right here.
To your right.
Okay.
Still move to your right.
What's next thing? No.
Go to shape format.
Okay, I should
move the outline.
Go
to shape format.
Okay.
Shape format.
Shape format.
Oh, outline, yes.
Okay.
Click there.
Outline.
What's wrong?
Go to outline, please. Shape
outline.
outline.
It's outline now.
Outline, you are removing the line now. Now it's shape fill now you go so that you give it a different color.
But it's still the same. Whether
it's still the same. We can fill in color. We can still remove our outline. It's still on the same page. We are still on the same.
The outline, though. Go to shape
it's not
format.
There you should go. See the shape outline where there is shape fill. You say
go to your right.
Come to your dimension. Come to your right.
Drag your mouse to your right side.
His network is hanging. If we have someone that is on a laptop that has a good network.
I'm back.
Okay. He said I'm back.
I'm back.
You are back, but we have not seen you.
You can share your.
You don't see me. Ah.
You can share
okay.
I share.
Okay. You see me now.
Yes, let's see you.
See, I'm
share screen.
Do your face.
Share. Can you see me? Okay, can you see me now?
It's still loading.
We can't see you. Yes, we can see you.
Hello, can you see me now?
We can see you.
Okay. Okay, I'm not see too. Don't leave me alone, no, please.
We are with you. We are together.
Go to shape fill.
Shape fill.
Fill, yeah, the first one.
ABC.
Okay.
Not edit shape. Shape pro.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, exactly. So choose your color,
shape.
any color. Any color.
First one. Okay. Let me choose this. Okay.
Who is playing music in the background? Who is playing music in the background?
Let me expand this.
Don't let us add music now.
No.
After our graduation, we can play music.
No.
Okay. So now, having done with that, let's go to.
Let's give it more colors now. Multiple colors.
Gradient.
Gradient, yeah.
Go to gradient.
Is that?
Go to gradient.
Let's just get there. Click on that box. Click on your rectangle, please. Click back on your rectangle.
Rectangle.
Click on the shape.
Yes, that rectangle. Click on it.
Shape that you created.
Click on that shape so that you can.
Drag the cursor down small.
This one.
The shape that you draw.
The rectangle you drew. Just click on it.
That you gave it color.
Okay. Okay. Is it okay like this?
dragging it
More?
now. Just click on it.
Don't drag it. Okay.
Please
Okay.
increase
Don't
the
drag.
size.
Don't drag again.
Click on it to select it now.
Click on it. Click on it. Click on the
Okay.
shape.
On it.
Like this.
No.
So
Just
then what do I
left
do?
Just click on the shape. Okay.
click on the shape.
Okay.
Click on the shape.
Yes. Like this, I mean.
It should give us
Go to the
back
shape.
Okay.
Click on shape format. So
Go to shape format.
click on shape format. Shape format. Give us options there.
Shape format.
Yeah, that'll give us options.
Yes, shape format. So,
Yeah,
shape.
at the side top.
So format is the last
help.
on your this thing, on top, the last menu on your top. After
Help. Shape format.
Last.
help. In the yes, after help. is
After
the
help.
last one.
Okay. So,
Well, I think our time is up.
ah.
I think our time is up.
As if you go time to go.
Time is
Oh.
Our time is up. So, our time is up.
Ah.
Right.
Sorry.
I should give you 5 minutes.
Yes.
How many of us support that?
Yes, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Supported.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. In South Korea,
So I have to verify.
Where is our color now?
I was here. But click
Click on the shape.
Format again. Click on the shape. The one you drew.
Okay. Shape format. Okay.
Yes, go to shape format.
Shape here.
I should pick one
go
of these
to
one.
shape outline. Yes.
Shape outline.
Yeah. Go to
Okay.
Go to outline and remove the outline. Yeah.
Down.
I should
no outline. Come down to no outline.
No outline.
Why did you
no outline?
No outline, yes.
No.
Why is your this is showing white? How is it from my end? I thought it was fill. You remove the fill.
It's like
click on shape.
I need to color it again.
Remove the
click on shape outline. After that, come and color.
You need to give it a color now.
Go to shape field.
After that,
I give it to color. Go to shape field again, please.
Color. To shape that shape again, Abby.
Yes.
Fill shape. Okay.
Yes, we have choose any color, please.
Color you down. This one is okay.
Then go to more few colors. Oh.
I think that one will waste our time. We may not go.
If you waste our time, there's no need.
Let's leave that one. Let's leave it. Let's give it an effect.
Okay. Go to outline.
Okay, go to outline.
Effects.
Remove outline.
Which one?
No, go to outline. Already in outline. Okay. Let's remove the outline.
Let's remove the outline.
No outline. Click on no outline.
Click on no outline.
Go to shadow. There's no need for outline effect because we don't have much time.
You haven't clicked on the no outline now.
My connection again.
Go back to shape outline, please.
Click on that shape outline.
Shape outline again.
Yes.
On it, yes.
Okay.
Click on no outline. Click on where you see no outline. Under those colors.
Okay, no outline.
Yes, click on it. Exactly.
Okay, let's give it an effect. Go to shape effects. Beneath it, you see shape effects. Click on it.
Shadow.
Yes, I've seen.
Yes, shadow.
Shadow.
Go to shadow.
Shadow, yes.
Give me shadow.
The first one. Yes, click the first one.
Yeah.
The first one.
The first one.
Okay.
Okay, now go to insert again. No. Okay, sorry. Go to text field. Go to text field.
Text field.
Text box. Text box.
Is it text box or text field?
No, text
box.
Text
box. Sorry.
Is it text box or
Text
text
box.
field?
Text box.
Text box.
Field. I see.
Let's create a movable text.
Yes, text box. Okay. I can see it.
Text box, yeah.
Okay.
Drag
So
it.
you can drag, expand right,
Okay.
expand right, right way. Right way.
Okay.
Okay, now
Okay.
type anything in it.
No classwork.
Yes. Or
Okay.
maybe
Type
income.
classwork.
It's okay. Can I
Yeah.
content? Just type
Okay.
something. Mhm.
Okay.
Emilio code classwork.
So you cannot drag.
How do I take
Drag
it up now?
now. Drag
If you leave
it.
it, if you
Drag
leave
it.
it,
Don't worry, don't worry now. Just click on it and drag it up.
Click on it and drag into the
Okay.
Click on it.
into the rectangle.
Hold down, click and drag
Hold
up.
down and take it up.
Yes, exactly. Drag up. Click again.
Hold it down and drag it up. Yeah. Move your
Continue
mouse
to
up.
move. Continue to move.
No, you are expanding. No.
You are expanding it.
No, you are expanding.
Leave it like that. Come down and click on that down. That one at the down. Yeah. It will still move like that. Okay.
Push for center.
Select center.
So go remove the fill color and line. Remove the fill color. Go to remove the fill color and the no fill color, no outline.
For text,
Shape format again.
Okay. Shape format again. Okay.
No outline,
Color,
no
Abi.
fill.
Text.
So that color will go.
Go to text view.
text
Color.
outline, text view.
No outline again.
No outline.
Yes.
Yeah.
And no fill.
Click no outline. No field.
Why are you using text field? You are supposed to use shape field, shape outline. That text field will remove the color for the text.
Yes.
Okay.
What you want to do is you want to remove that shape background. So you do
Yes.
And the line.
field. Shape field, you go to no field, you click on shape field. Are you still there? I think it's network.
Okay. Shape
Go to
We are here. We are hearing.
Shape field,
Okay.
no field.
Click no fill.
Okay, no field. Okay.
Then
Okay.
shape outline.
Okay, is it okay like this?
Shape outline. Go to
no
shape outline.
Outline. No outline.
Okay.
No outline.
No
No
outline.
outline.
Click on no outline.
Okay. Okay. I think it's okay
Why
like this.
still
I
there
think.
now?
Give
You
the
see, I
text
haven't
a color now and bold it.
No, it's not there.
Yeah.
Give that text, this class work.
Okay. Just to
Give
bold.
it a color and bold it. Increase the size. Yeah.
Give the text white color.
Where do I color it?
That's on home.
Make it
Can be
Go
good.
to home. Go home.
I should.
They say
Go
you
back
should
to
go
home. That menu, after five menu.
Oh.
Go back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your title bars.
Increase the font size.
Mr. Ibrahim, they say you should go
Okay.
back home.
Go to your aim. Yes.
No,
Why?
no, not that one. That
Okay.
see that A that
No.
is
That
so
is
A on this
red.
A that you click to give it color, not that field.
Which one?
Clicking on
Click the arrow.
No,
that one on color red.
Inside the A.
This
there
one
is
color
A
red.
with red color under it.
Red color.
Oh,
This is a new color.
this is
Eh, this one.
this
No.
is color.
Background.
Click no field. Click on
No
that
field.
A
Okay.
by the side.
This?
You no.
We've not
Click
gotten
outside
the
so that
I
size.
this one
should
will go
feel.
out.
Let us get the size
No,
before
click
you remove
outside.
all those things. Get the size and the font size, everything, before you remove this thing. This thing will help you to increase the font and everything to measure up. But if you remove it now, after must have gotten that, that is when we remove all these things from it. Then
What
we'll be
I want
okay.
to do is to increase to increase the size of the font. Abi?
To increase the size, still click on that.
Yes.
Click
small.
outside. Let this thing that is showing now to go. Click outside. Let this thing you're
I
showing
just
now.
need
It's
to
showing now
come
to
here.
go.
Yes. Click any bold one.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to 11 where
This
you
one
saw
should be
11.
okay.
Go to
Let
11
me
now.
increase it.
Click on
11,
that one. Yes,
increase the
click
size.
on it. Increase.
Increase the size. Yeah. I think it's
It's
okay.
okay. It's okay.
It's okay like this.
Then come to this place. That A where it's red under it. By the side, you
This
can pick any color of your
okay.
choice. And by the side, that arrow by the
Okay.
side.
Click the arrow by the side.
To drop
Then
down
what
the
do I do
colors you
there?
want.
Select a color.
Pick any color of your choice. Give
Okay.
the text a color.
Okay. Okay.
He
Okay.
didn't highlight everything. No, that's why it's only
You didn't select
giving you
the entire text.
I
No
think
problem. Highlight that one.
that black
Just go and click
that
on
black is good.
Uh-huh.
This kind
it.
of color
Uh-huh.
giving here. This thing is
Now
not a color.
I'm done with
This
that
is
one.
yellow. Emi look on color. Abeg, please go turn it to black.
No, leave it. It's okay. Just for us to have the idea. Let's
Okay,
move
it's not.
on, please.
It's okay. We've not given it
These
an
these
effect.
people, you don't give me cough.
Let's give it an effect, class.
Go to start again.
You know that your time is up.
Yeah, time is up. Let's move on.
Go to shape effects. Shape effect.
You don't dey give me cough, please. Shape effect.
Your time is up.
Us it today.
Your time is up. Your time is up.
Close.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you, sir.
There is no small assignment.
There is an assignment too. There's an assignment. The
I
assignment.
said there is no small one.
No. The thing is,
every assignment is assignment.
Yes. Now, I will screenshot
No
this one
assignment
that
is small.
I did. This one that I did. The same way. Let me share my screen so that you can see it.
Yes.
The same way I did it,
Yes.
you are going to create your own exactly the same way I did. This one that you are seeing on your screen now.
Oh God.
This is the one. This one that you spent 20 minutes.
Okay.
Then you click on white background, click on yellow outline.
Please drop the video quick tomorrow. Please, want to do.
I will try. So you are not submitting to Mr. AK, you are submitting to me directly. So I'll drop the link for the submission tomorrow. So whether you are clicking on the yellow background or red outline, you shall get this thing out the same way I did it. Same way. I have a shadow, I have a background color for you to add an icon. So you are dropping it. You are doing this yourself. So that is that about that. I hope you enjoyed today's class. It has been very, very interactive. In fact, I have called Mr. AK to see what is going on in the class, but he was unable to join because he's a little bit busy where he is now. But I think you've been able to learn one or two things in today's class, right?
Very well.
Yes,
Very
sir.
interactive class.